Hello, friends. Welcome to Kathashtakam by Enlit Kids. Welcome to the World Storytelling Day, 20th March. I am Yogini Uttarwar and I am going to tell you a Swedish folk tale titled The Legend of Giant Finn. Let's begin. The first story about the giant fin was written down in 1654 by Jan Lauritsen Wolf. But before that, it had been told from generation to generation. The two pillars with the stone statues in the crypt had been interpreted in many ways. Among the other things, it was believed that the two pillars can represent the Samson and Delilah of the Bible, or Yakin and Boa at the entrance of the Solomon's Temple, Jerusalem. So, long ago in the 12th century, lived a monk in Lund, a city in Sweden. His name was Saint Laurentius, or Saint Lars as he was called. Saint Lars used to preach to the people of Lund in a large open space called Helgona Becken, actually Hill, which was then a little bit outside the city of Lund. Under the hill lived a giant with his wife and his children. The giant thought that Saint Lars was disturbing his family by calling the people to come and listen to his sermons. So one fine day, the giant asked, "Why are you standing on my hill and why are you disturbing my family?" St. Lars replied that there was no church in Lund where we can hold the services. The giant felt so sorry for the monk and the people. He promised to build a church in Lund, but he asked for a promise in return. He said that once the church was built, St. Lars would take down the moon and the sun for the giant's children. No, no, no. No one can take down the moon and sun from the firmament, replied the monk. The giant thought for a while. He said, "Okay, then I want your eyes instead." St. Lars wanted a church so badly that he promised to take his eyes off it. But the giant said, "If you come by my name, you can keep your eyes open." Said and done. The giant started constructing the church. He fetched boulders from Rumliklint and Hur, which he dragged home to Lund. Slowly and surely, the Lund Cathedral began to take shape. Meanwhile, the monk, St. Lars, walked and pondered what should such a giant be called. He went to the site of church where the giant was sitting on the wall and fastening the lead plates. "Is your name Gunnar?" No response. "Stuart? Philip? Magnus?" The monk shouted with various names, but the giant did not respond because none of the names were right. The church was soon finished, and St. Lars had not yet come with the correct name. The monk walked around and he looked for a long time at the forests, at the flowers, at the trees, and everything that was beautiful in nature because he knew he was going to lose his eyes. While going across the Helgona Beacon Hill, he heard a goodnight song, A mother was singing a goodnight song to her children. The monk thought it sounded so well, so he stopped to listen. The mother was singing, "Sleep, little song, sleep, my son. Your father Finn sit and wall above. Sleep, little Jada, my beautiful daughter. Your father Finn until the evening come with a gift." The mother was none other than the giant's wife. Aha, aha! The monk was very happy because he got the name of the giant. The giant's name was Finn. The monk ran down the side of the church where the giant was sitting on the tower and he was going to put the last stone. "Finn, Finn, Finn, put the last stone in," shouted the monk. Here Finn got very angry. The giant got very angry because the monk came with his name. He threw away the last stone and rushed into the crypt. There he grabbed one of the pillars and tried to demolish the church he had just finished. But all of a sudden, all the forces ran out and the giant was turned to stone. Maybe he shrank a little too. So, my dear friends, if you go down to the crypt in the Lund Cathedral, you will see Giant Finn still standing, hugging his stone pillar. I would like to show you the photo of the giant Finn hugging his pillar and the other pillar maybe with his wife and his children. So my dear friends, this is the story of Giant Finn. I hope you liked the Swedish folk tale. Thank you so much for listening. Now stay tuned for more wonderful folk tales around the world. Stay tuned. Thank you. Bye bye. See you soon.